It seems like it. That was one of our goals when we set out to write the album, was to make an album that particularly the fans have been waiting to hear for a long time.
Yeah. And I'll comment on the fact that, the record has been leaked to the internet early. And so a lot of the really hardcore fans have heard the whole record because they've gone to the trouble. Wait, I should be announcing this on TV now if even more people are going to do it. Oh, well.
So you're the businessman, right? You were the one who found the record label, right?
Yeah. But anyhow, the record has leaked, and that's how all these kids are hearing the record. And the fact is that it could be a problem if it leaked if the kids didn't like it. But the fact is the kids, it seems like they're really digging the record because those things that you just read are comments from fans who heard the record off one of these pirate file sharing sites,
And once they hear the real version, it'll sound even better.
Yeah, it's true. And for the record, it's true I'm a businessman and I run the label, but I'm not against file sharing, and I'm not against these Napster type companies, but I just feel like I would prefer that we had the ability to release the record to the fans on our own timetable. I would, once the record's out, I think file sharing is a very totally punk rock thing to do, and sharing music is definitely in the spirit of what Bad Religion sing about. But I do wish that it hadn't been leaked. I wish we had the ability to introduce the fans to our music in the order that we wanted to do it. Yeah, I don't think, like I said, I think if the record is really good, I actually think it possibly can help you, because the word gets out and everyone starts talking ahead of time how good it is, so everyone wants to buy it. If the record's not really that happening and it leaks out, then it could maybe hurt you, because everyone says, don't go get this record,
Well, this is not the first time that you return to Bad Religion, right?
Right.
So what was it that made you come back, or what was it that made you want him back in the band?
Well, the second he left, I wanted him back in the band. So that's the way it always is. I think sometimes I don't realize how hard it is to write an album all by myself until I reflect back on it and try and think about how exhausted I feel. So I feel so much better having a partner to write with. So that invitation was always there.
Yeah, I just the reason I wanted to come back is because I just love writing songs, and I needed to have I just can't seem to write songs outside of Bad Religion. I mean, I don't do, I'm really not a solo artist. Bad Religion's the only band I've ever been in, the only band I ever wanted to be in. And for me to do songwriting, excuse me, I do it, in the context of Bad Religion. And as far as why I left the band, it was just, it was a rough time in my life. I was going through a lot. And to be honest with you, I mean, I don't think I could have stayed in the band at that time. It's just a lot going on for me. It was a crazy time for me. It was a crazy time for punk rock, back in '95. But everything turned out good in the end.
So what do you think about this new wave of punk bands? Like I just talked to Fabian, and he said that in the interview before you were asked if you would add a number to your name, right?
Yeah.
Because all the new bands got the numbers. But what do you think about these new bands, like these young kids, like well, Blink aren't that young, but Sum 41 are.
Yeah.
What do you think as like the veterans about them?
They rock.
Yeah, I mean, there's really, they're friends of ours, a lot of these bands that have gone on to great success, and we're happy to see them succeed.
Now that we with our new drummer,
Yeah.
we've got a guy who's as young as they are.
We are probably, a lot of very influential, and they've cited us as an influential band to them, and that makes us feel good. I think it's also very good for the music in general that it can be openly embraced, so that you don't have to feel like you're some kind of weirdo for wanting to play this music. I think that it starts in the garage. It starts with kids who want to play music. And it should be seen as a creative and viable way for people to develop. So I'm very happy about that. Definitely. I mean, immediately we knew that we wanted to, we knew it was going to be a big deal if Brett came back in the band. And so the best thing we could do is write an album, like I said before, to really, an album for the Bad Religion fans, something that they've been wanting to hear for a long time. And I think we succeeded in that.
Yeah, when you say was it different from the last one, for me the last one was Stranger Than Fiction, and it was a lot different from that. Because writing this record was more like writing the Suffer album. I mean, honestly, by the time we wrote Stranger Than Fiction together, band relationships were very intense, and the punk rock world there was filled with controversy because punk was just becoming commercial, and it was like this whole weight on our shoulders. What will Bad Religion do next? And it was just, I feel like the writing of Stranger Than Fiction felt like a heavy burden,
Yeah.
even though I'm very proud of that record. The writing of this record was like just this free, happy feeling. We wrote something like 16 or 18 songs in 5 or 6 months. They didn't all make the record, of course, but it was just like, hey, Greg, I got 2 songs, and Greg would be and say, hey, I got 2 songs. Oh, okay, let's work on them, and we each we're coming up with new song ideas like every day. It seemed like, and not all of them made it, but it was just it was just natural and fun, like it was, like it should be.
Yeah, it was a lot easier because I don't think, as you alluded to, there was any pressure.
Yeah, maybe not. And also, like, for me, I hadn't written for a long time, so it was like I was really having a blast, and also like I hadn't seen Greg for a while, so it was really fun to be hanging out again and just feeling how good and easy it was. It was like a new discovery, even though it wasn't brand new, but it felt like it was new.
I used to use actually a keyboard and do it on piano or keyboard and then send it off, yeah.
So what was it like this time?
I used a keyboard and I did that on a few songs again. I would write the songs on piano and we would arrange them using guitars. But now we have a much more sophisticated technique because we have Pro Tools Studios, which is it's a kind of software that you can do sophisticated multi-track recording on your computers. So.
Hard disk-based recording. We each have one at our house. So the songwriting process is a little bit different, but the songs don't sound any different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we would take it too far. But I like incorporating sounds and maybe experimenting with ideas that we like from other groups and bringing them into the Bad Religion context or into our sound. But our sound is it's not as narrow as it once was. I mean, the new record has a fairly broad spectrum, from a song like Can't Stop It, which is just kind of like classic melodic hardcore, to like a song like Epiphany, which is really a well thought out, arranged, pop anthem almost. So I mean, there is a range of sounds on the new record, but they're all sounds that people have come to expect from Bad Religion. We don't have one sound anymore. We have 3 now. There's the fast one. There's the mid-tempo anthem.
Which is actually, there are 2 songs in one, because there's the sing-along mid-tempo anthem, and then there's the downstroke derby kind of driving song.
We have like 3.5 sounds.
Good for slamming.
And
too.
I think we might introduce another half sound for the next record, so might be playing 4 or 4.2.
4 songs.
Which might be a good number to Bad Religion. 4.2.
Yeah. I think we've got it.
Good record title.
Yeah.
No, that'll be not a record title.
It's a new band name.
That'll be our new name.
Okay.
We
yeah,
think
alright.
that you could get a lot more popular if you had a number to your
Okay,
name.
okay, sorry.
Could work,
Now being back in the band.
Microsoft does it.
Everybody.
Bad Religion point 1, point
That's the
2.
marketing plan there.
Yeah. We released the same record 4 times. Put new version
Versions.
0.1.
You could leak the first 3.2 versions through the internet
Yeah.
via Microsoft,
Right,
and then bring out the last
4th.
one.
Yeah. Bad Religion 0.4. With the new drummer and the old guitarist is back. What's new in the new Bad Religion 0.4? Well, we have Brooks Wackerman on drums, formerly of Suicidal Tendencies, and aging punk rocker, reclusive heroin addict Brett Gurwitz. Come on in, Brett. What do you add to the band? Well, there are some slight difficulties, because I do run. I'm the boss at Epitaph, so to speak. But I don't. I'm not a control freak, and everyone knows their job, and I have excellent people. Certain things require my attention, but
He's very busy making important executive decisions for one of Epitaph's most recent signings, Bad Religion.
yeah.
So,
I basically just have to divide up my time, and it's not that terribly hard, And I can do a lot with the internet and my world phone, and Epitaph won't suffer. Yeah.
we'll probably be here in February or probably in March.
So what's going to be the new live show be like then?
Pyrotechnics, a lot of
Midgets.
bombs and midgets.
No, can we start over?
Yeah. never do an interview with Bad Religion standing. Never ever.
That helps, actually.
Hi, I'm standing here with Viva Television. I'm Brett from Bad Religion.
And I'm Greg Graffin from Bad Religion.
The live show, I don't know, we haven't discussed a live show.
We are going to be here in February.
Yeah, I don't know.
sure.
It'll be a good live show. I don't know what we'll do.
Our shows are always fun, and as you know, they're not filled with many tricks or stage props.
Well, the last one had some cool stuff.
We always have a cool backdrop.
And some lights.
We have some
Have
lights.
some lights.
The one luxury about being in Bad Religion is you don't really have to plan. I don't really. When I was 18, when most kids are getting a job, we made 2 records already with Bad Religion. And the reason that I kept doing it is because I didn't want to have to plan. I just wanted to keep playing music. So I haven't really thought about what life would be like after Bad Religion, but I think I'll be okay.
Yeah, pretty much anything is okay other than getting a real job.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I gotta thank you personally for signing this.
Oops, doorbell. Here, let's see who's at the door. Come on, shall we?
I wasn't expecting. Were you expecting someone?
Greg, come on. This will be Greg Graffin answering the door. Come with me.
Were you expecting someone?
No, I wasn't expecting anybody. Who could this be? Hello? Somebody at the door?
Oh,
Hello.
What do we have here? It's our friend.
No,
from,
no,
Hello,
no.
It's our friend from Viva Television, isn't it?
No,
where
from
do you-
Played Against Them, Germany.
Oh, played against South Germany.
The best record company on earth.
Come on in, guys. This is Viva TV.
I hope you understand that they're just visiting.
We're almost done here.
I'm Greg.